showing you the startup of a coffee processing plant with a capacity of 3 to 5 tons an hour, which we finished in February 2004. Here you can see the receiving of the coffee in bags. You see the raw uncleaned coffee with all the strings, sticks, stones and impurities, which we are going to clean. This is washed coffee. In the plant they process about 50% washed coffee and 50% sun-dried coffee. Here we have the switchboard, which is relay controlled with all the function lamps, the signals, so you can follow the flow of the coffee. Quite a lot of coffee is already stored to be processed. And now we start the processing of the coffee. We have two separate intake hoppers for blending and one intake hopper we can blend from the beginning 4 different grades. You can see the 4 sections. The coffee is coming in. Here you see the gates. With the gates we can make the blending and also adjust the capacity. The coffee then goes to the receiving elevator. Here the elevator boot, and will be transported to the pre-hopper of the pre-cleaner. The pre-cleaner is a Delta 1421. You can see on the top the aspiration, which goes finally into the cyclo fan. This is the side where all the rejects coming out. And that's where the good cleaned, pre-cleaned product is coming. Now you see the machine in function. This is already pre-cleaned coffee, which goes further through the magnetic separator. You see when opening, all the metal parts, screws, bolts, etc. is already catched, and then into the destoner. The destoner is a TS90. It's a complete closed machine with eccentric drive, and in front you can see where the stones are collected in a bag. After, the elevator transported to the huller. The huller, we are using a SSM 500. Here you can see the hulled coffee is coming out of the huller. The operator is checking the quality of the hulled coffee beans. He's taking samples to check it. You can see not all beans are completely hulled, which is very important that some of the husk remains to go into the polisher to have a better polishing effect. For polishing, we are using a Huller SSM 500. Here the operator is checking, and you can see very good polished coffee. Here we have our grader, the Delta 126, with a screening area of 15 square meter. Here you can see the cleaning of the sieves with the rubber balls. The pre-hopper on top. The cleaning effect is on a Z basis. On side the separate grades. We are taking two main grades over the gravity separators. You see the pre-storage bin of the gravity separator with the electromagnetic feeder SP18. In this plant we are using two GA71. Here we separate the heavy, middle and light parts of the coffee. Here in front you can see where the good product is coming, the heavy product, and on the right side is the light product and rejects. You can see the both machines in operation, and behind the grader the machines are fully counterbalanced. Here the pre-storage hopper of the gravity separator with the three sensors, also called level indicators. They control the start and the stop of the gravity separators. All machines are connected to the central aspiration done by a cyclophan type CF930. Here you can see the cyclophan with the circular system. For the destoner we have a separate fan, you can see, and a cyclone. Both cyclones are equipped with the rotary valve. Here you see again the rotary valve and going down into the dust chamber. Here the little cyclophan. And again the rotary valve in the end. The clean air is coming out of the end. The clean product is now going to two intermediate silos, each having a capacity of 20 tons. On the end you can see the diverter gate to go to the right or to the left side. We have 4 sorting belts which are feeded from these 2 big silos. Here you can see the buffer bin above the picking belt. The picking belt is fed by electromagnetic feeder SP18. Here you can see the women picking all the reject coffees out. From the 4 picking belts, the coffee is collected by a conveying belt into an elevator. The elevator brings the coffee up to a 20-ton storage bin. This finished product is then sucked off by a mechanical cross-weighing scale for 60 kilogram jute bags. You can see the filling, finish, then the transporting band takes it to the stitching machine. On the end we check the weight if the scale is nicely adjusted, and it's okay. Here again you can see the raw coffee as it arrived at the plant with all impurities, and finally the nice cleaned special prepared Jima grade 5 coffee.